16 Tango base approved, number 2, Cessna 1 mile final, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 left, Skyhawk, 2316 Tango.
If it was Cessna 200 Alpha November, ready in sequence.
Roger, stand by.
I have control.
You have control.
Yeah, I have control.
3 Tower,
So,
check, 9845.
we are doing a short field takeoff.
Yep.
Short field takeoff is simulate that we're taking off at a short runway or we're taking off at high density altitude. We want to reduce the ground roll as we talk about on the ground already.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So first we need to request short delay to tower, which we will in a little bit. And then once we're clear for takeoff, we want to taxi to the very beginning of the runway. Don't go out of the runway, but beginning of the runway so that we could have more runway available.
Okay.
Once you're at the beginning of the runway, we want to stop the airplane with brake. Okay. And then establish full power, holding the brake. Don't let the airplane move. Temperature, pressure, double check everything is in the green. Then release brake, and we talk about lift off at 50. So we want to lift off according to the POH speed.
Right at Delta, contact ground.
52,
52.
and then pitch for 59 to clear 50 feet obstacle.
Okay.
And then, once we clear our 50 feet obstacle, we want to climb at VY, which this airplane is 52, 59, and VY is 78.
78.
Okay, and in this airplane, we do not need to use flap 10. So you need to check each aircraft, do they use flap 10 for short field or no?
Okay.
If we don't, then just leave it like that, no flap, so we don't need to retract once we are airborne.
Okay.
But if we are doing the airplane that needs flap 10, the purpose for flap 10 is to transfer the weight from the wheel to the wing as early as possible, so you could lift off earlier as possible.
Okay.
Right, but after lift off, once you confirm you have positive rate and clear 50 feet obstacle, then move your flap up.
Okay.
Okay, and then transition to VY climb. So I talk more right now because we have time.
Yeah.
But usually if you don't have time, then just you could say shorter, and then when you demonstrate, you could say your steps.
Cessna 23 Alpha Tango.
Tango, cross runway 31 right at Delta, contact ground.
Cross runway 31 right at Delta, contact ground 2316 Tango.
79 Hotel, Authority Tower, right downwind, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff, right downwind. 9er Hotel, go.
And Review Tower, Cessna 210 Alpha November would like to request short delay for this takeoff.
Roger.
Okay, so that's how you talk to tower and let them know that we are going to be taking a little bit longer time.
Okay.
So if it happened like this on check ride, then you don't want it to be like quiet. Then if you think of something, then you could explain why.
Cessna 485, join left, clear to land.
Check ride is on control, so there will not be the waiting time.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be doing radio calls and takeoff.
210 Alpha November, delay approved. Follow departing Cessna right downwind, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Well, follow the Cessna, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure, 0 Alpha November. There's something showing negative, right?
Yeah.
To you is negative as well?
No.
It's positive or negative?
This is negative. A little bit. Yeah.
Right. Radio View Tower 210 Alpha November, we would like to abort this takeoff. Can we take the next taxiway to get out of the runway?
November, roger. Taxi down, 31 left, hold short, runway 31 right at Bravo.
Taxi down 31 left, hold short, runway 31 right at Bravo, 0 Alpha November. Because if we take off, you need to pay for the flight.
Yeah.
Okay. If we don't take off, maintenance issue, you don't pay.
Okay.
Okay. Because earlier it wasn't like this when I checked. When we were there at the run-up area, I checked, it was positive.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the power setting. Let me try.
Cross runway 31 right at Bravo, and say that reason for the canceled takeoff.
Alright. emitter is showing negative right now, so we just want to troubleshoot a little bit. Probably it's just the power setting, so if we could stop somewhere to do a quick run up, then that would be great. And crossing runway 3 on right at Bravo. 210 Alpha November.
84 Alpha Alpha TV Tower, left, downwind, runway 3 on left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, 84 Alpha Alpha.
Less than 0 Alpha November, make a left turn on Zulu and taxi to the run up, this frequency.
Left turn on Zulu, taxi run up with you, 0 Alpha November. I think it's the power setting. Let's see. Let's go there and then do full power. It's power idle and then it's like this.
Okay.
Maybe this airplane, if we do low power setting, not enough to for the emitter to work.
Okay.
For the alternator to work.
Alternate.
VW Tower, Cessna 925, Mike holding short, 31 left, ready for takeoff.
25 Mike TV Tower, no delay, right downwind, runway 3 on left, clear for takeoff.
No delay, right downwind, clear for takeoff for 31
When
left.
I increase power, then it's positive. Okay. Positive?
Yeah, positive.
Okay, so you're okay?
Okay.
At Tower System 210 Alpha November, yeah, we confirm it's just a power setting issue. We are able to continue, so we could taxi to runway 31 left.
The Alpha November, taxi via Zulu, Zulu 1, I'll advise.
Taxi via Zulu, Zulu 1, 0 Alpha November. So, what power setting?
Okay. Already negative.
So, looks like maybe 1200?
Yes.
Okay. We'll try to fly faster to 7RT, okay?
Okay.
0 Alpha November, continue via Yankee 1, Alpha 1, cross runway 3 on right, standby.
Yankee 1, Alpha 1, cross 31 right, standby, 0 Alpha November.
485, cross runway 3 on right at Delta,
Yankee
contact
1,
ground.
Alpha 1.
Yeah.
Cross runway 3 on right at Delta, contact ground, Cessna 45.
Scene 5 and Echo, tie ready.
Cross 31 right. Okay, I'll make it quick. So I already told you
Scene 5 and
the
Echo,
steps.
right,
So I'm just going to
downwind,
demonstrate, and once we're
3
airborne, I'll tell you the ACS standards and common errors.
Okay.
Zero Alpha November, delay approved, follow departing Cessna right downwind, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
0 left, clear for takeoff, right downwind, follow the Cessna, and delay is approved, 0 Alpha November. Okay, so, left is clear, right is clear.
Right is clear.
Before takeoff checklist is complete.
Complete.
Use the all available runway, but don't go out to the grass area. Align yourself, center line, and then hold full brake.
Okay.
Okay, and then smoothly increase to full power.
Power.
Check everything is in the green.
The green.
Okay, then release the brake.
Raise the brake.
We will accelerate to 52. Make sure you press your right rudder for directional control.
Okay.
Airspeed is aligned. Usually we pitch up to about 15 degrees. It could hold our obstacle clearance.
Okay.
Sweet. 52, then lift off,
Lift off.
and then pitch for about 15 degree here. About 15 degree here, hold 59.
59.
Okay, and then clear 50 feet obstacle. Positive rate, we don't need to retract the flap, but then we could transition to our VY.
Okay.
Okay, so just gently lower your nose. VY for this aircraft is about 78 knots.
78.
Okay, and don't try to chase the speed. You nose down too much to get to 78. You set up a pitch attitude to know that this pitch attitude could give you about VY. Then you just hold this pitch attitude and then trim for 78, a little bit lower. Okay, so that is a short field takeoff. Right is clear, follow the traffic, raise the wing, check right is clear, turn right.
Yeah.
So ACS standards for short field takeoff is make sure you check full power, before you release the brake. Second is climb at VX or clearance clear obstacle speed.
Okay.
At plus 10 minus 5. And then after that you need to climb VY plus 10 minus 5.
Right. Okay, VY plus 10 minus 5. Okay.
Yes, so those are the 3 ACS standards, and then some common errors for short field takeoff. Students sometimes forget they're doing short field takeoff, say they don't go to the beginning of the runway to use all available runway.
Okay.
Or they don't hold the brake good enough. They bring full power, so right is clear. When they bring full power, the airplane starts moving. Then you couldn't build up the power for the maximum takeoff.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And then what else? Maybe didn't do a proper crosswind correction. If they're crosswind, they need to put in crosswind correction. Or you could think of anything that the student tend to make mistake. Then you could say it.
Okay.
Then complete.
Yes.
Okay. You have control.
I have control.
You have control. Okay. So you could fly. We could fly faster. So if you want to climb at 85 knots, you could climb at 85 knots.
Okay.
And then just 3,000 feet is enough.
3,000 feet.
Yeah, and then just somewhere that direction, going to San Martin. Once we get to 3,000 feet, I will demonstrate a slow flight.
Slow flight.
Yeah, so because we have a little bit time.
Yes.
And then you will join the traffic, and then we will do a short field landing.
Short field landing.
Yeah. I think seeing me do it one time, it's easier for you to practice later on.
Okay.
Because you will know exactly what I want.
Okay.
That's why today I might be flying more than you, but it's good that you see.
Okay.
Center 6 Hotel, runway 31 left, clear to land.
So as an instructor, or even just a commercial pilot, you need to make sure you always scan your instrument.
Okay.
Right? If there's anything wrong, then you need to make the reaction earlier. Don't wait until it's already, like, engine is dying or the radio is dying, then react. Okay. And then when you're climbing out, what you could say is, earlier we climbed for VY. When do I transition to cruise climb? I transition at traffic pattern altitude. Why? Because before traffic pattern altitude, I want to go higher so I could make emergency return. After traffic pattern altitude, I have enough altitude, so I transition to cruise climb, maybe 80 knots or maybe 85 knots, so that I could have better engine cooling, and then you could see better visually as well for traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reporting.
And what else you could say is, once you stabilize your pitch for 85, for example, you set your trim. Now, look mostly outside, and then think of the horizon line, and then look how many fingers it is to the horizon line. Maybe for me it's 3 fingers. So you know, just maintain this 3-finger picture. It gives you 85 climb.
85 climb.
Okay. So these are the things that you can say.
Tower, this is always give you 3 exactly better for a right 360.
Stand Quebec, make a right 360.
And then always make sure that VFR pilot 80% of the time is looking outside. So don't keep looking inside for instrument, because you need to look outside to clear traffic, clear obstacle, clear terrain.
Okay.
This is San Martin, right?
Yes.
2,100 feet. San Martin Airport. Automated weather observation 1744 Zulu weather. Wind 330 at 5 knots. Visibility more than 10
Sky condition clear below 12,000 feet. Temperature 30 Celsius. 2.7 Celsius. Altimeter 2,993 inches of mercury. Remark. Density altitude 2,100 feet.
Do you have everything?
Yes.
Okay, 330 at 5, so runway 32.
Yes.
Okay. And then I always tell the student, make sure you look outside but come back to scan the instrument. 100 feet to go. So it's telling us that, okay, we need to pay more attention because you need to level off. And to level off, pitch power trim is what I do, okay? Usually if I climb, I wait until I am at 3,000 and then I lower my nose to level pitch altitude so that the altitude don't move. Waiting for 90 knots, reduce power to 2,300 RPM to hold 90 knots. Yes. And then set the trim setting according to what hand pressure you're feeling. Okay? And now to teach straight and level.
Yeah.
Okay, once you set up the level pitch, again, remember the horizon line I told you.
Yeah.
Right? So look outside, see how many fingers to the horizon line. Maybe for me, looks like from the nose, maybe 5 fingers for me.
Yep.
Then just keep the same amount of ground and sky to keep straight and level. 80% outside, 20% scan inside to make small correction.
Okay.
Okay. So cruise checklist, power set, trim set. Make sure you can keep it rich. It's okay.
Survey Tower, Cardinal 30544, holding short 31.
Okay. So let me demonstrate to you a slow fly. Okay? I have control because we're going straight. So I'm not gonna do clearing turn. We can skip the clearing turn right now.
Yep.
Usually you start with clearing turn before maneuver checklist. Seatbelt fasten, fuel selector on. Make sure reach heartbeat. Right now it's off, and then landing light on for visibility. Okay, correct for altitude. Okay, and then you look outside for a visual reference. So maybe after Anderson Lake, there is a little peak of the mountain over there. So I'm going over there about heading 130.
130.
So heading select, altitude select 3000. Make sure my airplane is trimmed. Looks like I need more power setting for 90 knots. So maybe 2400 for 90 knots. Okay. I don't start the maneuver unless my airplane is perfect trim. Okay, so I've changed the frequency at golf course.
Okay.
Okay, let me set.
Almost on the downwind for 29 settlement.
Okay, for slow flight, we are demonstrating that we can fly the airplane slow without stalling the aircraft, right?
Okay.
Slow but don't stall. Okay, so the first step is carpet on. Reduce power to 1,500 RPM. Okay, and then you need some back pressure because you reduce power. So back pressure to hold altitude, 80 knots, flap 10. Doesn't. Okay, flap 10, and then 70 knots, and then 60 knots, so flap all the way down. Okay, and then about 40 knots right now, we could wait stall warning horn.
Yeah.
So I want to hold 45 knots. So add power to about 2,000 RPM. And then lower my nose, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. So if I need to lower my nose, I need more power. So more power than 2,000 RPM. Okay, and then I'm holding 45 right now, looking outside for my visual reference.
Okay.
I don't care about my head. I don't want to say I don't care, sorry. I shouldn't look inside for the heading. I should look outside for the visual reference. Okay, heading reference. I'm a little bit too fast, so pitch for airspeed, nose up. And as I nose up, I'm climbing, so I'm reducing power. I see 2 traffic.
Yeah, 1 traffic and 2 traffic.
Submarine traffic Cessna 210 Alpha November, north of Anderson Lake at 3,000 feet, maneuvering to the southeast, San Martin. Okay, looks like 2,200 RPM is letting me to hold the altitude, and then also this is the pitch altitude for the heading. So now it's perfect. Okay, now you could give your students some homework. So assignment, turn right heading south.
Turn right heading.
Okay, so make sure right is clear.
Yep.
So when you turn in slow flight, only turn to 10-degree bank. As you turn 10-degree bank, you shouldn't need any power or any adjustment to turn.
Departing runway 32.
But usually,
closed right traffic.
student when they turn, they will hold back pressure, and then the airplane will start climbing. So the first thing to check if your altitude goes away is for the airspeed. Okay, so I overshoot. I talk too much. The south. Okay, make sure my speed is still at 45. I don't want to climb, so reduce another 100 RPM. I don't want to climb.
Up on midfield on a wide.
So now you could tell the student turn back to the reference.
Runway 29.
Check left is clear before you turn.
Okay.
Traffic
So 10-degree bank.
283 Bravo.
Okay, so this is what the student will do. When they turn, they hold, and then they're climbing, and then they want to reduce power. Don't do that. Check your airspeed first, because you pitch up, that's why. So just gently lower your nose. Gently lower your nose back to 45. Because with 10-degree bank, you don't need to change a lot of the power setting. Okay, so now this is slow flight, right? I'm still at my altitude, still at my speed, airplane is trim, everything is good. Now time to recover. To recover, full power.
Full power.
Hold your altitude, grab 20, okay, and then wait for the airspeed to increase. 60 knots, grab 10, oh, I hate this flat. Okay, 60 knots, flat 10, and then continue 70 knots, grab up. And then during this process, I'm changing my hand pressure to hold 3,000 feet. I don't want to climb, I don't want to descend. Your airplane will want to react, climbing or descending because you changed the configuration. But your job is to change your hand pressure to stay at 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm keeping the full power until I am at 90 knots. When I am at 90 knots, okay, then I reduce power to the cruise power setting in this airplane, about 2,400 for 90 knots. So pitch, power, and then trim, correct for the altitude deviation.
Final full stop 29er, pedal limit.
Okay. And then still going to the same reference, heading 130 at 3,000 feet. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and then ACS standards for slow flight. Maintain heading plus minus 10, maintain altitude plus minus 100 for private pilot,
Yep.
and maintain airspeed I think plus 10 minus 0.
Plus 10 minus 0.
Yes. Maintain the slowest speed. Any increase in pitch, you will hear the slow warning horn. Plus 10 minus 0. And then how do I know? I slow down to slow warning horn and plus 5 knots.
Okay.
Okay? You have control.
I have control.
Okay. We could, we're at the golf course, right? So we could join the 45.
Okay.
San Martin traffic, South 61637, turning right downwind 32, San Martin.
San Martin traffic, Cessna 200 Alpha November, over the undersole 3 turn and wheel inbound for landing, San Martin.
Traffic helicopter 0 front.
I suggest make a left 360 to descend,
Okay.
and then join. Left is clear.
Traffic, Epic 7208, November is about 10 miles to the northeast, flying a right base and base.
Left 360, and then join. It will be a better altitude.
Traffic, 34 Bravo Lima, turning right crosswind.
Once we are on downwind, then I will demonstrate the short field landing.
Okay.
So far, do you have any questions?
Yeah, no.
No questions?
No questions.
Okay. You're recording, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So how to move this flag? Push down or...
Traffic, Fox 7870, Papa up.
No, don't do it, because of the speed. Because I push up, I thought it's gonna be only retract 10 degree, but it keep retracting.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll see.
Traffic, Sky 34 Bravo Lima, right downwind runway 32, San Martin.
Good, and then you could aim for the 45.
Okay.
I see the traffic right downwind.
Yes.
Good. This is also called golf course.
Okay.
If you say golf course, then the traffic knows this golf course.
San Martin traffic, Cessna 200 Alpha November, entering the right 45 runway 32, San Martin.
San Martin traffic, Skyhawk 61637, turning right base 32, San Martin.
Looks like there's someone upwind.
Upwind.
787.
San Martin traffic, Skyhawk 7870, Papa turning right downwind for 32, San Martin.
Right downwind?
Yeah, so do a left 360 and level off.
San Martin traffic, Skyhawk 61637, turning
Level
final
off, okay.
32, San Martin.
Okay.
Just finish this left 360. Altitude is okay, so
Okay.
just left 360. Marine traffic, Cessna 210 Alpha November, over the golf course doing left 360. We will join the downwind after 7870, pop up runway 32. San Martin. They're not listening.
Yeah.
And then after you clear of the terrain, then you could continue the descent, okay?
Okay.
You also have ADS-B, right?
But
Not working?
not working. I don't know. The Wi-Fi is not working.
Later, when I take control, you could join my ADS-B,
Okay.
Sentry, okay? Yeah, now you should be good.
Okay. San Martin traffic, Cessna 200 Alpha November, entering the right 45 runway 32, San Martin.
17 traffic, Skyhawk 34 Bravo Lima, right base, runway 32, San Martin.
Traffic pattern altitude here is 1,300.
300. San Martin traffic, Cessna 200 Alpha November, enter the downwind runway 32, San Martin.
Okay, I will have the control.
You have control.
So,
San Martin
we
traffic,
are
Skyhawk
doing a
7870,
short field
Papa
landing.
turning
Okay,
left,
short field
right
landing
base,
again is
32,
simulate that we are landing at a field that's short. So we want to make sure we can stop before the end of the runway,
Okay.
right? So we will do the same thing as normal landing, flap 10, flap 20, flap 30 at different leg. Our speed we're aiming at 80, 70, and 60.
80, 70, and 60.
Okay, and then one little tip for short field landing is you could actually extend your downwind a little bit longer so that you have a longer final
Okay.
to make sure you're stabilized. Okay, traffic we're following is space. So we're going to extend our downwind a little bit. Okay, before landing checklist, seatbelt fasten, fuel selector, make sure reach, carpet on, landing light on. For landing checklist complete. Traffic is over there.
Ah, yeah, inside.
Okay, so we'll continue, and then we want to beam the traffic, which gives us additional time to align on final.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, so now later when I beam the traffic, I will reduce power to 1,500,
500, okay.
and then bring flap 10.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are about to beam traffic. So reduce power to 1,500, car beat is on. Flap 10, 1, 2. Okay, right is
Okay.
clear, and then lower the nose.
Hold on.
Hold for, we're on base, so I'm holding for 70 knots. Right here, and then on base, flap 20. Okay, pitch for airspeed, power of altitude because we are a slow flight configuration.
Okay.
Okay, and then looking at, okay, traffic is over there, spacing is good, 70 knots, about 500 feet per minute descent. Now, for short field landing, it's very important to have the aiming point and touchdown point. My touchdown point today is runway number 32.
17 traffic, 34 Bravo Lima is clear, runway 32.
My aiming point today is the yellow chevron, the yellow
chevron.
arrows. Okay, so left is clear, right is clear,
Right is
turning
clear.
final, and then I want to slow down to 60 knots.
Okay.
I want a long final where I'm already established on the speed, and then my flap is already down. Okay, flap is all the way down. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, I'm a little bit slow. I need to add power, I'm a little bit low as well. San Martin traffic, Cessna 210 Alpha November on final, runway 32, San Martin. Okay, about 60 knots, and then going to my aiming point. Okay, so how to go to your aiming point? Make sure the yellow chevron is on your window.
Yeah.
Don't move up, don't move down, but at the same place. So that means you're going to the aiming point, and that means you're hitting on the aiming point.
Okay.
That means you're crashing on the aiming point.
Crashing
If you don't flare, you're gonna crash on the aiming point.
17 traffic,
Okay.
7870, Papa clear.
The wind is only 5 knots, so I think I'm gonna aim at the middle of the yellow chevron.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit low, so add power, a little bit slow. Okay, so make sure I'm stable, correct. And then remember, you could always go around, okay? If you don't touch down, you could always go around.
Go around.
The trim is set, I'm at 60 knots, still at the same place. My aiming point is still at the same place. Okay, after you touch down, you want to make sure you bring your flat up, maximum braking.
Okay.
Okay, go to your aiming point, here. Okay, and then power idle, start the round out. The nose is straight. Oh, sorry. And then that is a fail, because why? I touched down before the number.
Okay.
So that is definitely a fail. So you cannot touch down before the number. It has to be at the number, after the number, plus 200 feet.
200 feet.
200 feet. So your ACS standards is to aim a touchdown at your touchdown point within 200 feet. Semi-in traffic, Cessna 210 Alpha November is clear of runway 32 and taxiing back to runway 32, San Martin. Okay. So flap is already up.
637, running runway 32, San Martin.
Okay.
Okay. So, touchdown within 200 feet.
17 traffic, gauge.
Make wing correction
We are overflying.
appropriately if there's any crosswind, and then apply maximum braking after the touchdown. Okay? So that example was a bad example, but what you do when you're doing CFI check ride, you will say, what you did wrong is you touched down before the number. What you should have been doing is maybe your aiming point is too far away. So you need to bring your aiming point a little bit closer. So this time if I do it again, I will aim at the threshold, not at the yellow chevron. Okay. So make sure that you debrief and then you say you could demonstrate it one more time. Okay. You have controls.
I have controls.
Bad example. I want to blame the airplane, but oh, common errors. So I only say ACS standards, right?
Okay.
Common errors is so the final.
Okay.
We extend downwind to have longer final. Is for you to be stabilized. So some students will have long final, but they are not stabilized until the very last moment. Then there is not helping, right? You want a very long final, and then you're already stabilized on speed, and then on the correct glide path going to your aiming point. Okay. And then maybe they forgot to bring flaps up, maximum braking after touchdown, or big common error is they try to make it short that the touchdown before, just like what I did, right? And then always, if you touch down 1 feet before, fail. But if you touch down a little bit after 200 feet, the DPE will sometimes say okay.
Okay.
Yes. So make sure I tell the student always bring it after the number, after the number. Don't try to touch down the number, because that's what I did wrong. I tried to touch down the number, then I land short.
Okay.
Okay? Alright. I will demonstrate a field takeoff.
Okay.
I think you could do this one, but I will just be talking. Okay, you could do this soft field takeoff. So 10 degree off left, check left, check right. Okay. So you will do this takeoff. Soft field takeoff is similarly with taking on the grass field, taking off on the grass field, or maybe is like a snow runway, somewhere not soft. So first step is to put flap 10 so that we could transfer our weight from the wheel to the wing, and you will bring back pressure all the way back. Right? Okay. And go ahead. You have control.
I have control.
Yeah. You could announce the takeoff.
San Martin traffic, Cessna 200 Alpha November, taking on runway 32, state departure, San Martin.
Okay, and then when you are taxiing, you want minimum brake, minimum brake. So don't want to use any brake. Use your speed to control your, use your power to control your speed.
Okay.
Okay, and then you don't want to stop on the runway, so you keep taxiing, align your nose, and then smoothly, once you align, bring full power smoothly, and then lift off as early as possible.
Engine check.
Okay, everything is green, airspeed alive, and then feel the airplane lift off.
Lift off.
Lift off. Okay, there you go.
There you
And
go.
then stay on the ground effect.
Yeah.
So stay in the ground effect. As you accelerate, push further. So
Okay.
stay at the same distance.
Okay.
Accelerate to VY, which is 78. Let's try
78.
VY this time. So
Okay.
let's push further, push further, push further. Okay, 78. Then continue.
Continue.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Don't push too much, so you don't want to go back to the runway.
Okay.
And then when you see positive ray,
Positive ray.
then bring flap up.
Wrap up.
Okay, and then you will pitch for VY.
VY.
80.
78.
78. Okay, so that is a soft tail takeoff. As you lift off, then as you go faster, more and more forward pressure to stay in the ground effect, same
Okay.
distance. So ACS standards,
61637, turning final 32, San Martin.
I believe it says you want to lift off as rapidly as possible, as early as possible. But it's clear, I know we need traffic patterns, so a little bit higher.
Okay.
Okay, and then you need to maintain VX, you need to maintain VY plus 10 minus 5,
Okay.
and you need to make any wind correction angle as appropriate.
Okay.
So there are more, but you just pick 3. Okay.
San Martin traffic Cessna 200 Alpha 9 by time to the right crossing runway 32 San Martin.
Okay, common error.
That's 896 for Victor. Just about the south end, the Coyote Reservoir, 2,400.
Is after student lift off, they will just keep climbing and they go away and away from the runway. You need to stay at the same distance.
Yeah.
Okay, so one common error. Another common error.
South before Bravo Lima, final runway 32, San Martin.
Maybe they forgot to bring back pressure when they're taxiing, because you need to know you're taxiing on the grass runway.
Okay.
Over Calaveras Reservoir, we'll be entering the traffic under 45 for right traffic 32. You're in.
San Martin traffic Cessna 200 Alpha 9 by time to the right base runway, right downwind runway 32 San Martin.
And then another common error is maybe they use brake when they taxi onto the runway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have control. I'll need to do this again. So this is a soft field landing.
Okay.
Soft field landing. So say we are taxi on a grass field. So we try to flare as long as possible and then touch down as soft as possible. After we touch down, we want to hold the nose wheel up until the nose wheel drop by itself.
Okay.
Okay?
Traffic Sky 78.
You will do the same thing as normal landing, flap 10, flap 20, flap 30, flap all the way down, 80 knots, 70 knots, and 65 knots. At least 65. I always do a little bit higher than 65.
637, clear 32 at Charlie,
And then,
taxi 32.
what I do there is I reduce power, but I don't bring it idle. I keep a little bit power. Keep a little bit power to help me flare. Once I'm flaring, then power idle and try to touch down soft.
10 mile.
Okay, that is the traffic we're following.
29 on a practice RNAV Marina.
So before landing checklist, seatbelt fasten, fuel electron, make sure reach carby on, landing light on. Okay, waiting to beam the number. Beam the traffic. Beam traffic, power 1,500.
Yep.
I hold the airplane for 80 knots. Flap 10.
San Martin traffic Calaveras 080, entering the 45 for right traffic for 32.
And then lower the nose for 80 knots, descent.
Yep.
Okay, and then I could turn base. 500 feet per minute descent, transition to 70 knots, and also flap 20. So for soft field landing, you don't want to come in too slow, because if you come in too slow, your airplane will just want to touch down. At 70 knots, a bit faster. A little bit of speed will help you stay in the flare.
Ah,
And a little bit of power will help you as well. Left is clear. Semi traffic system 210 Alpha November is on right base turning final runway 32 San Martin. Okay? The turning final, transition to 65 knots and then flap all the way down.
On the crosswind to the north. San Martin.
Okay, 65 knots, a little bit low.
Field downwind, right traffic for 32, looking for the traffic and plan.
San Martin traffic, Cessna 896 for Victor, enter the 4532 over the golf course, San Martin.
Okay, 60 knots is too slow, so lower the nose a little bit, increase power a little bit. Okay, and same, even though it's a normal land, even though it's a soft field landing, you still need to have an aiming point.
Okay.
Now I'm aiming at the number, so I'm trying to go to the number. Okay, putting on the window, not moving.
Yeah.
Tower 080 turning base. Right traffic 32 behind the Cessna plan.
Going to the number.
San Martin traffic, Skyhawk 7870 Papa, turning right crosswind, departing to the north, San Martin.
55 knots. You get closer, slowly reduce your power. But I'm reducing, but keep a little bit power, bring it down lower.
Okay. Martin traffic. Strawberry
And
00
lower,
turning
and then
final
try
for 32.
to bring power to idle. Touchdown as soft as possible.
Okay.
Hold your nose up, like this, and then until the nose drop by itself. Okay, very bad example.
Not bad.
No, I don't. So I need to figure that out. This airplane. So when I flare, you see it wants to like up and down, up and down.
Okay.
I think that has something to do with the flat 40 and then my trim setting. Semi traffic Cessna 210 Alpha November is clear of 32 and taxiing back to 32 San Martin. Anyway. Okay. So ACS standards.
Tower 00 short final 32.
So after landing checklist is complete. So ACS standard, there's no limit on where to touch down, but you need to use the appropriate technique and touch down as soft as possible without any side load and make sure your airplane is aligned with the runway. That's one. Another one is make sure you hold your nose up as long as possible, because if you land on the grass runway, you don't want the nose to touch down early and then the nose dive into the dirt.
Yeah.
Right, so you want to make sure you hold it up as long as possible. And then I believe you need to maintain the approach speed plus 10 minus 5. The three things. Common error is the student don't hold the nose up. After they touch down, maybe they didn't touch down soft, maybe they touched down hard, and then they just forget, and then they didn't finish the whole process. So remember, if you touch down, that's it. Okay, you have to continue the process and hold your nose up, and then use minimum braking, and then let the airplane slow down by itself. Okay. Second is maybe floating too long. Earlier I float pretty long, right? Almost using to the end of the runway. So you need to know that every touchdown you don't have to land. If you need to go around, if it's using too much runway, you need to go around, then just go around.
Okay.
Okay. Because if you flow in the end and then you touch down and then you could run out of the runway. So second. And then third one is maybe, I know some people like to bring power to idle. And then, once you run out, add a little bit power.
Yep.
Okay. If you could control it perfectly, then it's okay. But sometimes the student will add too much power, and then they will go up again.
Yes.
So that's why I don't bring it to idle, add a little bit power. I don't do it. I just bring it to keep a little bit power, run out, and then power idle to touchdown.
Okay.
Okay. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's why we need to practice more.
Okay.
Okay. So you have controls.
What?
They touch down
In the grass.
in the grass, in the yellow area or the grass, I don't know, but that's before the threshold.
Okay.
You have controls.
I have control.
Okay. So now this time you could do a short field takeoff.
Short field takeoff. Okay, short field takeoff is for limited runway and high density altitude. Or
Emerging traffic, Skyhawk 61637, departing runway
any
32
obstacle near
with
the
a
airport or on the
right
runway.
45
So you need to take off as long as fast as possible. So then use short field takeoff.
With you 5 miles southeast, and we're coming in over the lake.
Some airplane use flaps 10 for reduce the weight for the wheel, and then enter the
returning base. Right traffic 32 Summerton.
ground effect, and then run out and after then the runner and the airborne, and then after the obstacle we start the flaps and then lower the nose to the VY and then complete.
Okay, so if your airplane you take for check ride doesn't need to use flap, then don't have to say that.
Okay.
I just say it so that you know. Okay, but when you teach, you just teach this airplane.
Okay.
Okay, so if this airplane doesn't need to use flap, then you don't have to say if you use flap, this is what you do. Okay.
Okay.
We supposed to do a power of 180, but I don't think.
A lot of traffic.
Okay, when you fly, try different airplane. Your job when you practice by yourself is to find the airplane you like to take to check ride.
Okay.
And then we will book that airplane. Okay, this airplane, no, not good.
Yes. Maybe 228 or Tango X-ray is good for the right seat.
Okay,
control,
you would like 228?
Yeah, 228 or 7 Tango X-ray.
7 Tango X-ray is down. So what's the reason?
My mic entering the
I don't know.
right downwind to 32.
Emerging traffic, Skyhawk 61637, departing the upwind.
Okay, let's do straight out departure.
45.
Okay,
And then do a no flap landing going back to Red Hill View. Because I don't think we will be able to do a power of 180. What do you think?
I don't think so. We can't do
too many people, right?
And we'll be number 2 on the downwind.
I don't want to waste your time.
34 Bravo Lima, taking runway 32 for
So when you practice by yourself, you could also just practice yourself flying power of 180.
Okay. Okay, in Anton Contra Airport, in the holding short line, the stop, and then a little bit the aircraft towards the final, and then you can see the more clearly to the traffic.
For runway 11 for marine traffic, descending out of 2,800.
So no traffic is a downwind.
Yeah, still there.
Okay. Samati traffic Cessna 210 from November, taking off runway 32, standard departure, Samati.
Short field takeoff.
Short field takeoff.
Bravo Lima, upwind 32, Samati.
So short field takeoff is align the center line, and I want to use the full length of the runway, so stop here and use the brakes to align the center line. And make sure the radar is completely same, and stop and full power. Check the fuel and engine instrument and brake release.
Mic entering right base for 32.
And then check the wind and adjust center line, speed align. 50, 52, rotate.
15 degrees, up. Here, 15. Then you see about 59.
59.
Yeah.
Okay.
Traffic, Sky 34 upwind runway 32.
He will say,
last call.
clear 50 feet obstacle.
Yeah, clear the obstacle.
Then,
And then lower the nose to the 78.
yes, but don't drop too much. Just wait here.
Okay.
This picture, wait. And then the speed will come slowly.
Okay.
That's it.
San Marino is Cessna 200 Alpha November, open umping runway 32 San Marino.
Okay. So still need to just wait for the speed to come.
Yep.
And then this is the time you say your ACS standards and common errors.
Common errors.
If you still don't know, then you just practice and then say it next time.
So okay, AC standards is
CFI Whiskey turning date.
adjust longitudinal axis for the runway and control the aircraft to deal with the wind. And second is
to the south inbound. Traffic on 11. Are you doing
after
work? Are you just coming to land?
after the rotation.
We're about 3 minutes in. We're gonna.
I forget.
So I tell you, it's hard. It's hard when you're flying and you try to think. So you really need to make sure you read it so many times.
Yeah.
If the wording is not natural to you, you could change the wording. Right? Just the same idea. Right? And then you need to practice flying and then practice saying.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Just doing a straight in for 29 at Marina. This is
2,500 is okay.
Okay, 2,500.
Traffic, Columbia 080 turning right.
Okay, so just keep flying.
Okay.
If we are doing a power of 180, the sentence, beginning sentence, I'll say, it's simulating when you lose your engine, right? You need to bring your airplane to a safe landing without any power. That's why we practice power of 180. It's for a commercial maneuver, so it's testing how precise you are. You need to make sure you can touch down within a certain amount, which is 200 feet in a commercial pilot's case. So when you beam the number, before landing checklist, beam the number, bring your power to idle.
Power to idle. You know, make
Copy down power to idle. And then what I do is I immediately pitch for 65. Okay, trim for 65, pitch for 65, and then I put flap 10. Because flap 10, there's more lift than drag. So flap 10 is helping. So I put flap 10, and then depending on whether the wind is strong or not strong, I keep going, and then I always have a reference on final. If the wind is not strong, I pass the reference. If the wind is strong, I don't pass the reference. Okay. So that's why you need to go to that airport to practice. After you could do all the maneuvers, we will go to that airport to practice. Okay, so then you have that reference and then you compare the wind to see if you go further away or closer, right? And then you turn base. You evaluate your altitude. If you are high, put your flap 20 degree and then square the base to final. If you are low, don't put any more flap and then turn immediately to the runway. Right? Okay. Now, I always use flap 20 to land only. Why? Because if you are too low, when you flare, when you round out flare, you put flap down, it push you. When the flap extend, it push you. But if you put the flap down too early, it push you a little bit, then it becomes a lot of drag. Okay. So you don't want to do that little push too early. You want to wait, I round out flare, push down, and then it push you further. Okay. So I always, if I can, I land flap 20 because in case I'm too low, I could use the last flap to push myself. But if I land flap 30 already, if I'm too short, then that's it. Nothing I could do. Don't retract your flap and extend. Don't do it. Okay.
Service, no pattern work. Read back all runway Sentinels for instructions. All departures at 5 critical chill. Departure request. Bravo with contact tower on 119.8. 5 initial contact. Station uniform. Read information uniform 1747 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Altimeter 28. 2.9er. Altimeter 299er 2. Visual approach. Runway 31 left in use. Landing and parting. Runway 31 left. Runway 31 right. Close. Notice air mission Cranes East Airport, approximately 150 feet AGL. Taxiway Echo and Taxiway Yankee close. Taxiway Zulu close north of Echo. Self-serve fuel out of service. No pattern work. Read back all runway Sentinels for instructions. All departures at 5 critical chill. Departure request. Bravo with contact tower on 119.8. At 5 initial contact. Give station uniform.
Zone 2 Papa cross runway 3 right at Delta contact ground.
Cross 3 right at Delta, contact ground, 7870 Papa.
This one is a no flap landing.
VTV Tower,
Okay.
734 Delta
Okay.
Alpha, holding short 31 left at Alpha, ready for departure.
74 Alpha V Tower,
The,
right, downwind.
the sentence, beginning sentence, you could say, no flap landing is simulating you lose your electrical system, electrical power. Then you still need to land the aircraft, but our flap relies on electrical power, so you cannot extend your flap.
Okay.
So that's why we do no flap landing.
If you tell Cessna 200 Alpha November at Aviva call for 2500, request inbound for running with uniform.
210 Alpha November V Tower, make straight in runway 31 left.
Make straight in 31 left, 200 Alpha November.
You want to do this landing?
637 runway 31 left, clear lane.
For the...
No flap?
No flap?
31 left, 6163.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, try. Okay, so that is the sentence, right?
Okay.
Electrical failure.
failure.
Okay, so the difference between normal and then no flap is the approach speed. You want to approach faster. You want to approach at 70 knots. So your final approach speed is 70 knots.
70 knots.
This aircraft is very hard to go fast. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the flap. I think it's because of the flap.
Okay.
So if you cannot maintain 70, then maintain 65.
Okay.
Okay. So earlier I had need a lot of power to keep 65. But anyway, normal approach speed plus 5 knots.
Plus 5 knots.
And then keep in mind, because you don't have any flap, you descend, the picture coming in, you think it will be shallower. If your nose is not going to look like this, your nose will look like somewhere like this,
Okay.
like shallower. So don't keep pushing your nose down for your normal picture.
Okay.
Just pay attention on, just know that because of no flap, it looks a little bit different.
Okay.
Okay. And then, you tend to float longer because there's no flap to help you slow down. So you want to aim earlier. Okay, so I usually aim earlier.
Aim earlier.
So I normally aim at the number, then for this I maybe aim at the threshold or maybe aim at the arrow. Okay, because if you aim at the number, you're going to go out too far.
Too far, okay.
And then, when you flare, the nose will be higher than normal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you will demonstrate.
Okay. And should I do the forward sweep?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So when you feel comfortable, descend down to 1,100. And then I will tell you to do forward sweep.
Okay.
But because you don't have any flap, it might be hard to lose altitude. That's why sometimes you need to use forward slip.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob Davis doesn't ask. Before, I don't think he asked.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yes, I saw the PPL AC standard, but it doesn't show the
forward slip.
Forward slip.
Yeah, it doesn't show forward slip.
And no flap running.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So Bravo Lima runway 3.
How about your CFI ACS?
Runway 31.
CFI is, yeah.
No flap landing?
Yeah, there is.
How about forward slip? No.
I didn't check it.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and descend down to your traffic pattern altitude.
Okay.
And then, before landing checklist.
Make sure it's edit. Okay.
Okay, so when you flare, because it's no flap, I told you
turn right at Delta.
the nose is higher, right? If you cannot see, remember you can see on the side.
31 right.
Oh yeah.
Use your peripheral vision, you can see from on the side.
38 Hillview Tower, Cessna 228 Alpha November is holding short of runway 31 left.
2 Alpha November to Tower, no delay, right downwind, runway 3 left, clear for takeoff.
Right downwind, runway 31
Keep
right.
descending to your traffic pattern altitude and then level off. Okay.
Alpha November, number 2, Cessna 1 mile final, running 3 and left, clear to land.
Yeah, number 2, 3 on deck, clear to run 200 Alpha November.
Cessna 4 Bravo Lima, turn right at Delta.
Okay, and your traffic pattern altitude, and then when you see 4 wide.
4 wide.
When you see 4 wide, then forward slip.
Okay, 4 wide.
Okay?
4 wide, wide 3.
Uh-huh. When you do forward, yeah, pay attention on the speed and also think about where the wind is coming from. You want your nose to go into the wind. Okay,
wind to come.
Wind come, okay.
Yeah.
And if you want to descend more, just make it more, even more uncoordinated.
Okay.
Yes. Then it will drop. Okay. Good. And where's your aiming point? Anywhere, tell me.
Okay, the white arrow.
White arrow.
The further one.
Further one. Okay. So aim at the white arrow, put it on the window. Use your power setting. Try to do 70, if not 65. Okay. And then don't try to pitch nose down because the picture is flatter. Okay. Keep going to your aiming point.
Starboard 250 Zulu, ready to make a straight and runway 3 on left.
Aiming point is going lower, so keep going to your aiming point. Hit your aiming point.
Okay. Victor, holding short at 31 left at Alpha, ready to go.
Hit your aiming point. Hit your point. Hit your aiming point.
Aiming point.
Okay.
This is 0 Alpha November, right at Delta, cross 3 and right in contact ground.
We're unable Delta. If you need us to do Delta, we'll back taxi back to Delta. 0 Alpha November.
This is 0 Alpha November, roger. Echo is closed. Back taxi to Delta, cross 3 on right in contact ground.
Roger, back taxi to Delta, cross 3 on right, contact ground. 0 Alpha November. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you touched down pretty fast for the speed. So you could have maybe flared a little bit longer. Okay. But you didn't do anything wrong, so that's good.
Okay.
But if I'm you, I would probably just try to let the airplane slow down a little bit more before I touch down.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. But it's good. Cross 31 right in contact.
Cross and corner.
This is 1 Charlie Victor, right downwind, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Right downwind, 31 left, clear for takeoff. 1 Charlie Victor.
Clear cross.
Okay.
Transient, requesting downwind departure with information uniform.
That's 5203 Hotel, ground taxi, run up V Zulu.
Run up V Zulu. Sky 5203 Hotel.
Leave ground Cessna 200 Alpha November at Delta, request taxi back to Hungary.
That's 210 Alpha November, with ground taxi straight ahead, inside ramp.
Taxi started use inside round 200 Alpha November.
That's 0 Alpha November, hold position.
Hold position 200 Alpha November.
Cessna 210 Alpha November, read ground, radio check, out of here.
Loud and clear, 210 Alpha November.
Roger, hold position.
Hold position, 0 Alpha November.
Bye. Oh.
Refuel ground, Sky 5410, done with the run up.
That's 54102, runway 31 left, taxi Zulu, Zulu 1, Yankee 1, Alpha 1, cross, runway 31 right. Are on 119.8, Big 5's the next contact.
Left, via Zulu, Zulu 1, Yankee 1, Alpha 1, across 31 right. 1 2.
Not working.
So yeah, if you push light like this, not working.
Not working.
Okay.
Okay.
Use other. Bye.
Oh, okay. Good.
Cessna 210 Alpha November, taxi V Zulu.
Taxi via Zulu 210 Alpha November.
Okay. So part of 1A and no flat landing, then land, then you have to say your 3 ACS standards and 3 common errors.
Okay.
I forgot the ACS standards, so we need to look that up.
Okay.
Common errors is what I said earlier. The student doesn't know on final approach the pitch looks different, so I keep seeing student want to pitch nose down to make it like a normal flap down pitch. So you need to know the pitch is different. Second is maybe flow too long and then they still don't go around and they still touch down, then that's dangerous.
Okay.
Okay. Lastly, let me think. Common errors. Or maybe forgot that the speed is supposed to be 5 knots faster than your normal approach speed because you don't have the flap.
Okay.
So that's why you have to go out practice by yourself to make the maneuver so comfortable that you don't have to worry about the maneuver. Then you could talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because earlier when you tried to, you read the ACS standards last night, but you still forgot, right?
Yes.
And that is normal.
Okay.
That's 102, contact R.